Hi, everybody. I have one more subject I want to talk to you about today. And I have unique qualifications to talk about it. I'm 71, so I'm old enough to give you lectures. 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with renal cancer, kidney cancer. And it had spread to different parts of my body, which is called stage 4. And at that time, kidney cancer was uncurable. And when I went to my oncologist, he gave me a few weeks to live. But I have an amazing family system, amazing brothers, children, and they navigated through the bureaucracy of medicine, and they put me in a special treatment program at Johns Hopkins University. And I've been on an experimental drug called PD-1, which has now been approved by FDA. And I successfully beat that cancer about a year ago. As is typical of cancer, it doesn't always stop. So about 2 weeks ago we discovered, or 1 week ago we discovered, that it had spread to my brain. And last Friday I had surgery at the brain for a tumor which is about 2.5 centimeters. And right now I'm recovering from a minor stroke at a physical rehab facility. But what I wanted to share with you was that the last 6 years of my life have been the happiest years of my life, the most productive years of my life, and I wouldn't trade them for a minute. I have been to India 35 times in the last 6 years. I left my mom 50 years ago and I told her I'm coming back in 3 years. Never went back. Finally, I went back 3 years ago. I spent most of my time over there. I had to come back for chemotherapy here every 21 days. So I would spend 21 days there, 21 days here, and roundabout. I have never been closer to my family. I've never been closer to my wife. In those 6 years, 5.5 years, I had 6 grandchildren. We've traveled more than 100,000 miles in the same 6 years. I have enjoyed every minute of my life since I was detected with cancer. So instead of cancer being a start of the end, it was the beginning of a new beginning. It frees me. It freed me. We have no care. We started appreciating every minute. Not only me, but all my family, my children, my grandchildren. And the message I want to leave you with is that cancer is not, or any hardship, is sometimes a blessing in disguise rather than negative. But you know what I've learned more? Is that we all strive for happiness. Our goal for everybody is happiness. And I've come to appreciate that happiness does not come in waves. Happiness comes in nuggets. It's like standing by the ocean and you see a grain of sand with happiness. You see a small nugget with happiness. You see a beautiful rock with happiness. You see a gold nugget. You see a blue nugget. And what you have to do is collect those nuggets, cherish them, put them together, and weave them into a necklace of happiness. You have to create happiness. Happiness comes all the time. It's happening to you at least 10 times a day. The first poop you get after brain surgery is the happiest moment of your life. The first time my wife brushed my teeth after my brain surgery was a happy moment of my life. Those are the kind of nuggets you need to collect, you need to cherish, you need to weave them together. And you have to nurture them with gratitude. And if happiness is what you want, every one of us can be happy if we just choose to look for it, if we just choose to collect it, if we choose to embrace it, and if we choose to say thank you when we get it. So, 2 things. Don't get worried when a bad thing happens. It's probably the start of something good. 2, don't wait for happiness to blanket you. There's no such thing. Happiness comes in tiny nuggets. And the one thing that you'll realize over time is that generally material goods and money have very little to do with happiness. Those nuggets of happiness are built more on relationships that you built. The 1 hour you spent with your grandchild, the half hour you spent with an elderly person, those nuggets turn out to be much, much more important than the brand new Lamborghini you bought just to impress your neighbors. So I call it the necklace of happiness. I'd like you to try it. I promise you it works. Thank you very much.